On this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to start your own blog on Edublogs. So go ahead over to edublogs.org and let's get started. For this tutorial, we're focused on what we can do with Edublogs' free functionality, which meets most people's needs. There's a tremendous amount of features and capabilities under their free version. So let's go ahead and click over here on this free picture. Alright, once you're over here on this page, you'll want to go ahead and enter the information that's required in order to move on to the next step. You've got just your kind of standard information here, such as creating a username, entering a password and confirming that password, and going ahead and entering your email address. There's terms of service to agree to, and obviously, to look over, make sure you're comfortable with and agree to, and then go on to step 2. Okay, so on the next screen you'll see that by default the URL or address for your new blog will be the username that you just used on the previous page, .edublogs.org. And you will have an you can change that. You can try something else if you want, and when you get to the bottom of this screen and click go on to step 3, you will be informed if that alternative prefix for the URL is available to you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change mine because I know I've used EmergingEdTech before as I first learned about Edublogs. So I'm going to try something slightly different. I'm going to go ahead and enter a title here. You have to choose whether your blog is a student, teacher, or other type of blog. Choose a language, and then there's the increasingly common little check here to make sure that you're not some kind of programmatic mechanism trying to create this thing. Let's see, go on to step 3, and if it lets me go, then that means that the blog domain prefix I used was available. Okay, so I can see now on the next screen that the EmergingEdTech prefix that I chose to go before edublogs.org has been accepted, and my new URL is available, and I can go ahead and log into my new blog. The next screen asks if we want to go to the easy admin area or the advanced admin area, and I'm going to keep it simple and go on to the easy admin area. Alright, so here I am on the Edublogs interface. And don't be intimidated by what you see here. There's certainly help available. If I click on the help button, I get a nice friendly little blurb coming up about adding a new post. There's many resources available to help you learn about how to get started with Edublogs. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try a little something here just to get a sense of what's it like to create a post out here. So I've given it a title, test post, and I'm going to go ahead and type some content here. This is a test, and you can use this little icon here to add an image. You have plenty of control over the text itself using the little controls they've given you. Very common types of things many of us are used to using. So there I created some text and made it bold, and there's controls for outlines and bullets, and this here will allow me to go to full screen, and as you can see, if I toggle over, or I'm sorry, if I mouse over any of these controls, it pops up and tells me a little bit about what that control does. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've created this very simple, extremely simple test post just to illustrate, and let me go ahead and hit publish, and it's telling me that my post is published, and let's go ahead and view it. And bam, there I go. My very first post is done on this very cool looking little interface here. It's at EmergingEdTech.edublogs.org. Even if I go and strip all this other stuff out and now just go directly to that URL, it's going to take me out there, and there it is. I have an edublogs.org weblog in place. And here's my little test post that I put up, and a bunch of little controls on the left and right, some different columns there, and a picture. And I'm not going to get into here how to change and manipulate all of that, but you can see it is really easy to get started. And then obviously it's up to you to invest some time and effort to learn a little bit more about how to manipulate what's in the columns and so on. But there's a lot of help available, and they really work hard to make it easy. The last thing I want to do is make sure you're comfortable with what happens when you kind of go away and then come back and want to get back into your the area where you maintain and create new blogs and so on and so forth. So all you really have to do is come back to edublogs.org, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to sign in with the username and password that you created before. And as you can see, when you do that, if you now click on your profile, it's going to bring you into the interface where you can manage everything. So if you want to come out and create a new post, you can click on New Post and create a new one. If you click on My Posts, you can see the post that you created. So if you want to come in and edit the post you were working on, if you had not published it directly, you would have saved it as a draft, and then you would come in here and continue to work on it, and when you're ready you would hit publish. And that's the basic idea of how you go about coming back in and managing your whole blogging environment through this interface. Before closing out, I do want to make sure you're comfortable with where to find the help and support resources. So on the main edublogs.org page, if you click on help and support, you're going to find that there are forums available, manuals and materials, this little get started here option. So plenty of things to use to help you learn about how to learn more about using the Edublogs site and the interface and the many things that you can do out here. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you go out and start a blog today.